In this video, I walled off the most overpowered monument in Rust, the giant excavator. This absolute beast of a monument will give you resources in exchange for diesel fuel, where 10 diesel fuel will get you 1000 high quality metal, 20,000 sulfur, 50,000 metal frags, or 100,000 stone. So yeah, OP. But because of the size of this monument, I've always found it so hard to hold down solo. There's just way too many angles people can come from, and I would most of the time not make it out with any of the loot. Until today. But building this wall wasn't going to be the biggest challenge for me, because throughout this wipe I would also have a ton of people trying to stop me, either by TC griefing the wall, raiding me, or just by TC griefing my base. But let's get down to business. Now this first day was rather uneventful, and so I'll just go over what happened real quick. I joined the server and I noticed a giant compound right next to the excavator.
Oh man, that's a giant clan. This is going to complicate things.
And well, this group would make my life on the server a living hell. But I didn't really think much about it and I put up a starter base up the hill next to the excavator. I bought a gun at outpost using the drones and then I used that to snowball to a few guns.
How close can you build? Oh, you can build super close. Okay, this is gonna be easy to make a wall around. Like basically just half a grid out from the excavator. You're good. We need to find a good place for our base too though. We're down the hill here. Might have to raid something. Because with outpost over here, there's way more bases than I thought it would be over here. Which is kinda unlucky. I guess we could build out here. Like if we start building, I mean we're gonna have to raid that, so don't mind that. But like over here, yeah, if we start building here, we can put the whole main base here easily.
I also landed into that big compound. The compound was filled with turrets and so I couldn't really move around much.
Lot of bases.
But I did get my first look at what kind of clan this was. I also ran dome a few times and I managed to collect 7 diesel fuel. I had joined the server late at night and so at this point it was really late. And so I managed to do an excavator run with that diesel fuel.
It's so dumb. Holy shit. Getting so much metal.
Yeah, this is what I meant by this monument being overpowered. Anyways, using this metal I put down my main base. And that is where the first day on the server ends. Okay, so I am here with
Counter.
and
Later.
2 random people from my own Discord server, and whoever wins this 1v1 gets this alien red worth $140. And I can give this away thanks to today's sponsor Howl. If you use the code IOK you will get a free 50 cents.
GG.
They also have a free case that you can open and win up to $2,000 every day. They are the biggest Rust gambling site and they have game modes such as Jackpot, Coin Flip and The Wheel. The shops has basically every item available to withdraw, and for a limited time you get a 40% bonus when you deposit using crypto or gift cards. Check it out using the link in the description.
Okay. GG's. Yes.
GG's counter. I will send you the skin.
Now for day 2. Here's where this wipe really started to pick up.
Hey, you are not raided. Hell yeah.
No! Bro, fuck this! Oh my god! Can't place my walls! Oh, they're loaded. Bro, we need to just run. Let's go! Bro, everyone is just loaded. Like full inventory and everything. I actually kinda like the SAR now. Like I used to just hate it, but recently I've been digging it. Like it's good now. I kept PvPing throughout the morning, collecting more and more guns. First full kit. That's nice. Let's go, man. I'm gonna craft the AK. Okay. AK coming up. If we need it for a possible defense. Because I have a talent for getting raided. Oh no. So yeah, I have a special talent for getting myself raided. And well, when I started to see nakeds outside of my base, I got a bit worried. And so I started setting up turrets in the compound. But for now, one turret was all I could afford. But then someone started taking oil rig, and so I headed over to counter. Nice. I'm just gonna go home quickly and depot and then come back for the crate. Bro, we're doing so good. I don't think we lost a fight today. Yeah, things were looking great. I had just counted my first oil rig, giving me more guns, some diesel fuel and a minicopter. But this was really the beginning of the end for me, as I started hearing people walking around in my compound. There's people on my base. Bro, how many people are they? Bro, there's like 8 people right now camping me. This is AIDS. After an hour of this group just camping me, I had finally gotten them out of my compound. You're so bad. It's actually crazy. But then, instead, they started draining my turrets. I'm gonna put so much fucking ammo in there. I'm never gonna be able to drain it. Yeah, good luck draining this. Good luck with that. 2.5 stack. This made it impossible for me to leave my base. So with the resources I had gotten earlier, I just built as much as I could on the base. Then with most of my resources used, this was as good as my base was going to get. And it didn't take long before I noticed something being built outside of my base.
Wait, what the fuck? That's a fucking raid base, bro.
Oh, fucking hell. No.
I just need to stay alive. If I die with this is my only AK kit. If I die with this, it's going to be GG. My only real chance here is that they don't have enough rockets. Or that they just have like 30, maybe 40. Then it's gonna be possible to defend. But if they have like 70 plus rockets, which I doubt, to be honest. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna need some hard help from counters. There we go. Are they going to be rocketing from their base? Oh wow. I'm just gonna have to play ceiling. Oh fuck. Oh, I just fucking blocked that.
Somehow I managed to take back control of the base. Now it was just for me to wait and see if they had any more explosives.
Oh fuck.
He killed his teammate. Fuck! After dying and losing my only kit, there wasn't much I could do. This was really a one life type of thing. And with me dying there, it was over.
What the? Yeah, it might be a bit too many rockets for me to handle.
Yeah. Yeah, man. There's nothing I can do. They have the base. I'm going to go to eat. And they raided every single one of my external TCs. Wow! They're going through the upstairs now. Oh, they're getting everything. And so all I could do was sit there as they were going through my base. And later on I found out that there was the outpost group and another group that raided me. Yes, two groups came together just to get rid of me. But unfortunately for them, I am not that easy to get rid of. Oh, they fucked that base up. Jesus. Bro, I've been at my base now for like 2 hours. Like, I think it's time to leave. Why? We grief it even more. That's just annoying. I mean, as I said, my only chance of winning this defense was if they didn't have enough rockets. And I played it perfectly. I managed to seal twice, and I honestly thought I'd won. Because they started using satchels, but then they came back with like 40 more rockets or something. So, like, there was nothing I could do. At that point, it was GG. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to go to bed. Then I'm gonna wake up at 4 AM tomorrow. And I am going to ungrief that base if it's always the last thing I fucking do. I don't care. Place more shit. Place more shit. Come on, another metal wall. You need another metal wall. Place it. Place another metal wall. Come on. That's what I fucking thought. Anyway. If it's always the last thing I do, I am going to ungrief that base. So yeah, I wanted to take this base back. And yes, it probably would have been easier just to start over somewhere else, but for me it's the principle. These groups clearly didn't want me to live here. And so as just a fuck you to the clan, I wanted to live here even more now. I went to get some sleep and then the next day I woke up early to see what the damage was. Let's see how the base is looking. So most of the base is decaying. I mean, this is fine. Oh. Fuck. Okay, so 8 C4s. 4 C4s. Oh, this is a double. Have to go like 4 rockets probably on that one. So 12 C4s, 4 rockets. So yeah, I had my work cut out for me. 12 C4 and 8 rockets will cost me 37,000 sulfur. Yeah. Luckily for me, I still had a 2x2 from earlier, and so I could use that to store the loot for now. Let's begin. I farmed some sulfur and I bought a custom and an RT using the drones in Outpost. Then I went on a massive sulfur farm in the snow. This gave me almost all the sulfur I would need. And so I slapped down some furnaces and started smelting all the sulfur. I also used some of this sulfur to buy a level 3 workbench. I would need tech trash and metal pipes for the rockets and C4s. And so I ran labs quickly. But as I was doing this, I started hearing explosives over by my base. You have to be kidding me. Bro! I wanna kill myself. Yeah, I was really just not supposed to have a good time this wipe. Now at this point, I feel like most people would have quit. But not me. I was going to take this base back if it so was the last thing I ever did. But it was time to start over, again. I moved up north, next to launch site, where I set up a bunker 2x2. Hopefully this wouldn't get raided as well. First, as the server was quite popped at the moment, I decided to just try and get my hands on a few guns. And so, yet again, I bought a gun at the outpost using the drones. Then I just started collecting guns.
Making plays. So easy.
After a few hours of this, I had more than enough guns. And so I started farming and bringing home boxes of stone and sulfur. I also had to make sure the entire base wouldn't decay, and so I made sure to save one triangle.
Yeah, should be another like 10 hours. Should be ready by then.
This way, when I started building again, the base would still line up with the compound walls. Then many hours passed and I just continued farming sulfur and smelting it. Then I could finally craft the C4.
Hey, this is going to be a scary run. If I die here, I will probably kill myself. Should be fun. Okay, we made it this far. Here comes the hard part. Getting up the base before anyone can get to these explosions.
And with 2 of the TCs gone, I could finally start building on the base again.
Good luck, I okay. Good luck with your wife, man.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be there for days. That easy. Put so much alcohol in it.
After getting down a start of the base, I did run after run, bringing over a bunch of resources. Everything I would need to finish the base. And I crafted up the last 8 rockets to get rid of the last TC.
Hey. All the GCs are gone. We're free. Finally. Okay. Now we just have to fix a few more things. I feel like they knew I was gonna do this. Because for some weird reason, they replaced the compound. Here. I couldn't build out my gates again. So it's like they fucking knew. I mean, I'm pretty sure this one is just from the raid defense. But still. Like, why would they place walls here? Unless they knew I was gonna do this. I guess they might have seen the armored foundation and wondered why it was still there, so they placed... I don't know, honestly. No idea. This should be fun, since I have like once every 5 minutes someone coming over and checking out my base. This shouldn't take long at all, right?
And so I spent the next few hours just shooting and hitting walls.
One. Are you kidding me? Have to get rid of that one too.
With the wood walls gone, I just crafted 2 C4s with the last of the sulfur, and the base was finally ungriefed. And I could finish the base. And if this dedication isn't worthy of you subscribing, I don't know what is. And so please make sure that you subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Anyways, then I started hearing someone taking Excavator, and so I headed over to counter. With the diesel fuel they had just given me, I did a quick excavator run of my own for metal to beef up the base as much as possible.
Oh my god, almost a box of metal. It's so dumb.
But then it was time to go to bed. And I actually didn't get raided that night. And so I just picked up where we left off, finishing the entire base, and I started putting down turrets all around my base. I also did a quick tunnels run and used the scrap from that to buy some stuff at Outpost. Bro, they must be so confused. They legit griefed it to hell and now it's back like nothing happened.
Please don't start this.
They spent the next hour or so just smacking a hammer on my wall. And I think I know why. Because I think they knew that now that I actually had a finished base with turrets and everything, it would be much harder for them to try and get rid of me. And I mean, they had also used over 70 rockets on me and griefed the base to hell, and now the base was back like nothing had ever happened. Just quickly, a big shout out to everyone who got my mousepad. Like from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate the hell out of you. And there's still a few mousepads left to pick up, and so go down into the link in the description and get yourself a mousepad before they're gone. It's been a lot of just farming for the last few days, and so it was time to start getting back into the groove.
Shit. Let's go. Is that a rocket launcher? I think they're going to red. I swear that's a rocket launcher. Oh yeah. Definitely. How the fuck am I supposed to get in? Ooh, a ladder. No! He was there.
It was one of the clans that had raided me, offline raiding another group. And I really wanted to get back at them. And so I grabbed a kit and ran back.
Oh my god. What is wood piece? I don't think it's... No, it's not yellow-red, I don't think. If it's yellow-red, I'm gonna freak out. Because then that was just the most insane play I've ever made. Fuck you. Part of the group has been fucking with me this whole wipe. Fuck yeah, fuck you. Yes! Okay, let's check. If this is wood tea, I am going to freak out, but I think I need blue for that too. Yeah, fuck. Okay, I have the red though. I guess that's nice. Oh! Hell. Oh, I'm gonna craft a few of those. For sure.
I dropped off all the loot I just stolen from them, and I headed back for round 2.
Get fucked. Get so fucked.
So yeah, I managed to get out of this with a fair bit of loot. But honestly, I didn't care about that. I was just so happy that it was the people who had griefed me that I took it from. And what made this even better was that one of them came over to my base to cry.
Stunned me like with fucking 3 bullets. Like what the fuck is this? Like and it told me after this you know scripting like what the fuck. Like, you shoot with the Starlight, you shoot with fucking AK. It's the same thing. Like I don't. Fuck, come on. Like it's not possible to play that exists. Like okay, you have like I don't know fucking 8k hours. I have fucking 7k hours and I don't make this to someone. Like fuck. I know you are fucking
so
scripting and
mad.
I'm gonna prove it actually. Play,
So
like, fucking toxic
easy.
mode.
So
And
easy.
No, are you okay? Are you
easy.
okay? Hey, don't be like, why you be toxic like this? After this, you're gonna be offline and you're gonna say in the video, the guy was toxic with me. I'm not fucking toxic, I give you a fucking online red.
The audacity from this guy to call me toxic after he merged with another group just to raid and grief a solo player on his first few hours on the server. Anyways, this conversation continued for a few more minutes. But it was really just him calling me a cheater and telling me that he was gonna offline raid me. You know, the normal stuff. He did also tell me that he was going to LMLRS my base, which kinda scared me, and so just to be safe I set up a SAM site.
They're so salty. Oh, you're so bad. I choked that he didn't kill me. How, bro?
This guy was clearly set on griefing me. But so he couldn't grief me again, I placed down a few TCs around my base using the resources that he had given me.
What a real rocket. See the difference? Now that I have a good base, they don't want to raid me. And I have a good base, they don't want to fuck with me. I can't believe they shot a real rocket. That's actually funny. Like, to place that one, but like, what is that going to do? Like, honestly. What is that going to do? Yeah, they can build a raid base right there. Whoa.
And after this, I decided to go to bed. I knew these guys would never raid me online now that I had a finished base. And so I left my PC on, with Rust running. That way, if they checked battle metrics, they would see that I was online. When actually, I was asleep. And I was right. They never came to raid me. They did do something though.
What the... Just placed a bunch of signs? Don't try me, I can raid. When I want? Oh, they raided my neighbor.
Yeah, they raided my neighbor and put up signs around my area saying I can raid you when I want. Which, I mean, I'm not sure how he thought raiding my neighbors 2x2 would scare me in any way. And the funny thing is, I was actually going to raid this base myself. And so he just saved me 8 rockets here. But anyways, now that I was situated, it was time to start working towards walling off the excavator. And my plan going into this wipe was to get my hands on wood teas and then just use that to get all the wood I would need. It's the fastest way by far of collecting wood. But I also lived in the desert and had no forest close to me. And so instead I was just going to farm up stone and then use the outpost to trade that stone into wood. And so I went out farming stone. And then just trading that in for wood. And this actually got me a lot of walls quickly. But I would need to get down most of the walls in one go. And this wasn't even close to enough. Someone was taking oil rig. And so I headed over to counter.
No! Oh! Get so fucked. Ooh, what a crate. Let's go.
I also did an oil rig of my own.
Get so shit on. Oh, that's trash.
Then I started hearing someone clear out the scientist at the excavator, and so I headed over to try something sneaky.
If I sit in here, I don't think they're gonna check this. Oh yeah, this is nuts. Nighttime too. Be under in there for them. They're gonna be so confused. I don't even think they're gonna check this. If they don't check it, I'm not gonna do anything. And we go. Bro, they must be so confused. Like all this just gone for them.
But then it was time to now just focus on the wall. And so I started farming. And I turned in the stone for wood, and I started crafting up the walls. And I just did this for the next few hours. Then as I was out farming, I started hearing some rockets in the distance, and so I headed over to counter. It was a player from the clan, out on one of their daily offline raids. And after that distraction, I just continued on the wall. Now I actually had enough wooden walls to start placing it down. I first started placing down TCs and filling them with enough upkeep to last the rest of the while. Then I placed down turret pods on the 3 roads connecting to the giant excavator. And then I started placing down the wall. I made it about halfway around the excavator, and then I ran into a base that I would have to get rid of. And so I grabbed some rockets and C4s and I headed over to raid it. After a bit of resistance, I managed to secure the base. And it actually turned out that it was the clan I've been fighting with all wipe that owned this base.
Oh. Jesus. We put up this wall so fast. Like everyone in this area is gonna wake up so confused. With a long fucking wall around the entire giant excavator just popped up overnight.
I'm guessing they wouldn't be too happy when they wake up tomorrow and see what I've done. But that was next day's problem. And the next day, the problems came quickly. Just a few minutes after I'd logged in, I started hearing Explo ammo over by one of the turret pods. It was the clan. I tried running back a few times but died. And they managed to grief it.
Oh wow, they just griefed it. Okay. Of course, why would they? It's these guys' fucking only move, basically.
And so with them getting another win over me, I decided to spend some more time just messing with them.
They placed their own TCs. I think that's gonna do something. That is funny. They actually think this is going to do something. That is hilarious, bro.
This made them even more mad, and they came over to try and grief me again.
Trying to build external pieces. Trying to take out external pieces. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
But this wasn't enough for me. I was far from done pissing them off. But after this I figured they'd had enough, and so I put my focus on the wall again. And to the clan's credit, they had tried their best to try and stop it from being completed.
Let's see how we can do this wall. Because they have put down a few more TCs. Actually, a fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just in that little area. To try and make it so I can't build. I mean, if I have to, I'll take out the TC. But I'm thinking we don't have to do that. Yeah, we have a straight line from here. Easy. Huh.
I also raided back the turret pod that they had taken from me. The wall was starting to take form and I only had a small bit left to fill in, but as I was out farming I started hearing a raid in the distance.
That guy's cheating his fucking ass off.
I managed to finish up the last door of the raid.
Fucking... Oh wait. Oh my god. What the... That's some loot.
Then after this I could finish up the entire wall. The wall was now finished, and so now it was time to start working on a new goal. Raiding the clan that had made my wipe a living hell. And now that I had Excavator walled in, that shouldn't be too hard. As you have seen in this video, I've been running oil rig a fair bit this wipe. And well, on those runs I would also get any diesel fuel that I could get my hands on. And at this point I had quite the collection. And so I grabbed some of the diesel fuel and I ran the excavator quickly to start filling up on sulfur. Then as I was just standing AFK in base,
Oh bro, come on. legit just griefing me. They're so bad. Bro, they really used 8 rockets just to grief me. Get so shit on!
Yo, I hope you enjoyed the TC, bro. Shit, you're gonna have to break all that shit, my guy. Shit.
Yeah, so they used 8 rockets just to raid one of my TCs and then grief me with a honeycombed armored TC. And so now I had to use the box of sulfur I had just gotten earlier just to get back my gate.
So annoying.
Then to make sure this wouldn't happen again, I armored up all my external TCs. But just a few minutes later, they came back. But just a few minutes later, they came back. I managed to fight them off and I could reseal my base. And after this, they never came back to try this again. But I did start getting door camped hard.
What the fuck? You're missing.
After a few hours of this, they finally left me alone. And I started hearing a raid in the distance, and so I headed over to counter. I had used up most of my sulfur ungriefing myself, and I was starting to run out of energy for this wipe. But I still wanted to leave the clan with one last fuck you, and so I used my last diesel fuel and I ran the excavator for some sulfur. Then I cooked it up and I crafted it into rockets. And with that I headed over to the clan's base.
Heading for collision in the night.
This was all I could get with the sulfur I had. My plan at first was to raid every single base in this compound, but since I've wasted 4 boxes of sulfur just ungriefing myself, that wasn't possible. And so this is where I threw in the towel. I still hope you guys enjoyed this video though. If you did, you could check out this video where I built an unraidable water base. Or check out this one where I lived on an iceberg and I had to defend it against a 14-man.